Alright, let's go, guys. Alto day 2. Be pretty short after the first one just because of the way my schedule worked out. I'm going to do this in 2 halves. The first half is going to be for 5th grade. We're going to talk about a song that I am giving you guys when I see you next. And the next video, or the second half, will be about 6th and 7th grade for their song. So if you're in 6th and 7th grade, scroll through until I'm working on something that is relevant to you. Otherwise, if you're in 5th grade, then you can start listening now. Make sure before you dive into this video that you warm up, okay? Do those warm-ups. I'm not going to go through them. I've already warmed up on the saxophone. You need to do those warm-ups by yourself. What I want to do with rolling along is that I'm going to pop in. I've already taught this one twice on videos, and I don't have time to do it 5 different times, so I'm going to transplant a section of my clarinet video or my flute video, whichever one's better. Transplant it in to teach you the basics of this one, and then we'll jump back to alto saxophone, and I'll play it for you, and you'll learn how to play it on saxophone. But the basic concepts I'll teach you in a clarinet or a flute video just now. It should be coming in now. We'll just talk about it. Talk about all the rhythms and stuff. We'll answer these questions a little bit later, but we'll talk about the notes first. So we've got the first rhythm here is all quarter notes, right? So how many beats are in each measure? We've got 4 beats per measure. We know that because there are 4 quarter notes in the measure. We know the quarter note is our beat note, so there are 4 quarter notes. That means there's 4 beats. So we count every measure 1, 2, 3, 4, starting back over at 1 on the next measure. So if we look at this first 2 measures, the ya da 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 da, you're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. That last beat is a quarter rest. It's got 1 beat of rest in it. So you're gonna rest for 1 beat. So let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. Okay? I keep looking over here because this is where my music is. So that's your first rhythm. And let's do the whole top line. Second half of the top line is your D, 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 rest, and then E, G, G, rest. So the whole top line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest, 1, 2, 3, rest, 1, 2, 3, rest. Make sure you hold that rest out, or you put that rest in, because if you miss it, you're going to be out of whack with this, right? So I'll play that first line for you so you can hear it, and maybe play along with me if you've got these notes in, if you've learned how to move between your notes. But here we go, first line. 1, 2, 3, go. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, go. Why am I so squeaky? You know why? It's because I didn't warm up. That'll do it. That'll do her. Let's try it one more time. Adjust my reed a little bit. I think it's my reed. So anyway, that's the first half. Second half is similar, but it's not the same. And we'll talk about why. The first 2 measures of the second half, the second line of this tune, are the same as the first 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Same notes, same rhythm, same everything, same rests. The only thing that's different is the last 2 measures. Instead of 1, 2, 3, rest, 1, 2, 3, rest, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, rest, rest, rest. Okay? 3 rests in a row at the end there. I'll play that bottom line for you. Let's hear it. It was my reed. Did you hear how much better that reed was? Goodness. But yeah, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, rest, rest, rest. I'll play the whole thing for you. Here we go. From the top. Okay. When we come back, we will get started. So, here we go. Rolling along. I'll play it for you on the alto saxophone. And you'll see how it sounds, and then we'll get started on how to actually play it. So, hopefully my reed is way off base. Goodness gracious. Alright, that's better. Alright, so just going to dive in on this saxophone bit. Here we go, rolling along on the alto. My reed is still not where it needs to be. I'll adjust that while I talk though. So you learned all about the beats and the measures and all of the basic stuff. Now I just need to give you some help on the saxophone. And what I want to do is firstly switch my reed out, because this one I think is busted. Maybe. No, that should be fun. I'm going to play each of my 5 notes for you. Well, 4 notes that are in this tune, and I want you to match me while you're at home, and I want you to do your best to play along with me. I'll play the song slowly once, I'll play it medium once, and I'll play it fast once. And I just want you to get the hang of how to play it, right? So let's get these first 4 notes in. Start with your first note. It's a B. Whoa, no, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a B. So our B is first finger down, no thumb. Thumb is just on the black pad. First note is a B, so listen and try to match. Here we go. 1, 2, B, go. Okay, there's your B, first finger. The second note is your A, that's your 1 and 2, first and second finger. Here we go. A, 1, 2, match me, go. Okay, and then your third note is G, so it's 1, 2, and 3, the lowest note we know. Okay, make sure you're not squawking this one out, but here we go. G, 1, 2, low G, go. Like I did. My reed's not so great right now, but here's a G again. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, and then later on we have a D. Okay, a high D. It's really not high. 4th line D. Here we go. D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with your thumb. Here we go. D. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, there it is. Wow, this thing's terrible. I'm going to switch my reed out. So yeah, that's basically all you need to know to play this one, what we talked about in the clarinet section, and those notes are all you need. So I'm going to play through it a couple times, slow, medium, and then fast, and you can follow along. Make sure that if you're not able to do it slow, you won't be able to do it fast, so don't jump ahead if you don't need to. We'll play it slow, and then we'll go fast, and then 5th grade, I'm done with you. You can move on to practice whatever else you feel that you need to. Wow, this is way off. What the heck? I don't know, I'll look at that later. That's crazy. Alright, here we go. Rolling along slowly. Rolling along slowly. 1, 2. God, this reed is killing me. 1, 2. 1, 2. Right. Go. There's your tune. Let's play at medium speed. This is the speed that wants you to take it at. 1, 2, 1, 2, right. I'll play it fast if you want to. 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. Okay, pretty simple, right? So, 5th grade, that's all I need from you. If you need extra help on that, go back in the video and watch it again or slow it down. Or let me know, send me a message and I'll come and help you out. But otherwise, that's all I need. 5th grade, you can jump out. 6th and 7th grade, we're right here. 6th and 7th grade, I'll say it again. 6th and 7th grade, we're going to work on Rhino's Rumba in the Rain, measures 9 through 19. And I'm not going to teach you the whole lesson because I just don't want to do it over the video. That'll come when we meet again. It'll be easier that way. But I'll give you some basics here. So I'm going to play it for you first, and then we can talk about it. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so this is pretty quick, and you gotta have fast fingers to know this. You gotta play it. So what I would work on is your fingerings first. Start it slow. Play it really slow. Start it slow, and then build it up to faster when you can get it fast. Okay. Really, the fingerings themselves are a little difficult sometimes, but most of the time they're not. They're pretty simple. The biggest thing is just switching from D to the C. Happens a lot. Some things to look at here. You have a C sharp, which awesome is no fingers down. Okay, so when you play your C sharp, just take all fingers off and blow. That's in your first ending. Okay. Your articulations are tough here. You've got staccatos and then slurs. Ta 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 da ta 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 da. Those little dots above the notes are called staccatos, and that means that they are short and separated instead of it's short. There's a little more style to it, right? This rhythm here at measure 5 is kind of hard. The hardest thing there is that you're going to want to play all of those notes instead of tying the last two. E, E, F sharp, E, hold that last E out. It's 2.5 beats. It's not an eighth note and then a half note. It's an eighth note tied to a half note. So instead of it is so make sure you slur and tie the things that need to be slurred and tied. Don't miss that stuff. And we can work on that more in class. That's why I don't want to teach the whole thing here. But that's the basic gist of it. Okay, your rhythms when you have eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. It's pretty simple. They're just eighth notes. I'll play that again. The whole thing. So you'll see that the hardest part, for me at least, is switching between the C and the D so quickly. Okay, it's the toughest part for me. One other thing to notice, make sure you're playing an F sharp. So you measure 5 when you have your F. Instead of this, it's this, F sharp. Middle finger at the bottom, 1, 2, 3 at the top. Instead of, right, you want to play it correctly. But that's the hardest part, and the rest of the song this is the hardest part of the song, I think. I'll look at the rest of it, but I really think that this is the toughest section of this tune that you'll play. So if you can get this one, then you got it all on lock, right? So that's all I got for you, altos. You can just use this video as a guide and follow along, and we'll answer any questions you have next week in class. Wish I could have seen you this week, but unfortunately here we are. Have a good weekend. Have a good rest of the week. I will see you next week.